I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit neck on her big neck. My nigga selling crit neck for the stick neck. And I got a big.
Hey y'all, so I'm back. This is the last part of this wig tutorial video. Basically, I'm just showing you guys how I bleached the knots on this wig. I was supposed to put it in the other video, but I couldn't find the clips, but now I did, so I'm just adding it. So I just used the B2W as I showed you in this Clarasol developer, mixing it in, trying to get the consistency right, like mayonnaise. When you bleach your knots on your frontal, you want to kind of make sure you have it a little bit more thicker versus when you're dyeing it. So it is going to be thicker, the consistency, versus when I do my regular bleaching and dyeing for the wig. So yeah, and then when you put it on there, you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna put it on there, plaster it, well, not plaster it, but make sure you cover the whole wig and everything. I let it sit for like 30-40 minutes because I'm using I think that was a 40 developer. But like the lower you have it though, to be honest, the longer it takes. But because I want to make sure my knots are really bleached, I leave it on there longer versus if I was dyeing the hair. You get what I'm saying? Like, you want to make sure you get all those knots out. And you're not going to get all the knots out. It's not going to come perfect. But you could always just re-bleach it because it's not hair. But you don't want to over-process it, because if you over-process it, then you'll be dealing with the orange looking at the top. So yeah, I'm just adding a little bit more, trying to get it together and right. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add it on there. Okay, so then I get some foil and then I add it to the top here because I want it to sit, get all in there. Then I was kind of confused trying to tell you guys to leave it for 30 minutes, but I didn't figure that out. So yeah, leave it on there for 30 minutes. Okay y'all, so here I go, about to install. Normally I do I don't use a wig cap, but I was just doing this just to show you guys. I use freeze spray to melt the cap onto there, and I just kept spraying over those edges because I really want my edges to stay. For some reason I could get the middle part, but you really be wanting your edges to stay, and sometimes they be looking back up. But I'm gonna go in, cut the cap and everything like that, and just trying to get it as close to my hairline as possible. And then I take some alcohol and I'm just rubbing off that little excess right there. Normally I just use freeze spray. I put the wig on and then I just use freeze spray. But yeah, so I'm putting the foundation to kind of match my skin color or tone so that the wig can match a little bit more, and just blending that out. Only thing about that is sometimes if you put too much foundation, yeah. So this is me trying on the wig. This is how it looked after dyeing it. I wanted 2 strands of the different colors in front, but it didn't come out like that, but it's fine. Right now I'm just going in and I'm cutting the end pieces because the wig is too big. Therefore I need to cut off them little extra pieces. Oh my god, I look so... Okay, so I cut it to fit my hairline and everything like that. Just going in, making sure that I did that right and properly. Then I'm just trying to figure out how I would style it. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, just going in. I want to brush all them hairs, those hairs back, because they'll get really annoying in the process of trying to add your wig. But I'm just sectioning this off into 3 little parts right here. And I'm using the clips to keep the hair back, but I sectioned it off in 3 parts. I was trying to look in the mirror, but I couldn't, so I had to use the one in the back, because it was like between my phone and everything, it was just too much. So you'll see me like going back to that mirror a couple times. But the hair quality itself is really good after dyeing and bleaching it. And I'm using bowl hold glue. Again, I usually use freeze spray. And y'all, my shirt was on backwards, so yeah, please leave me alone. But I'm just doing my little dots. I do it by section. If you're new to doing it, do it in sections because it's so much easier. But I do it in sections, and then I take a rat tail comb, like with the little silver end, and then I just, or you can take a popsicle stick and just kind of smear the stuff. And then I put that on the blow dryer. I can't remember if I used heat or not. I think I put it on cool, but I just sit there and I let that go ahead and just do what it do. And now I add 3 layers, by the way, but now I'm just going in and I'm pushing the hair back and trying to get the glue to stay on there, and I put freeze spray on top of it to just kind of seal it in there onto the hair. And I'm just gonna blow dry it and just kind of finish that off, and then just making sure that it sticks and really gets onto the wig and everything like that. Then I go ahead, do the same thing again 2 more times with the other 2 sections. I add 3 layers. You can do 3 or 4. And this turns like clear, so you're not gonna see the white. But yeah, there I go, just doing it to the middle part and adding it in. Okay, so now I just put a scarf on because I really want that stuff to like lay down, and I don't want it to move by the time I gotta do the baby hairs and everything. And I just go, okay, girl. All right. So yeah, I think I sat for like 20 minutes or something, and then I kind of put the blow dry to make it a faster process. But now I'm taking it off. I know it look kind of crusty, but please trust the process. And I take a razor so that it'll give you a more natural hairline. At this part, like your glue's on there too much, I just take alcohol to try to ease it up. Ew, look at my face, look at my nose. Yeah. So now all of the lace is off. As you see the white little crusty part, I'm just gonna take some rubbing alcohol and just go back over that, and it'll get fixed by the time you put mousse and everything like that. I'm just figuring out how I want to style it because I have to pluck and all that other stuff like that. It had its own baby hairs, but I'm gonna make my own. I'm just going in and adding more freeze spray because I really just want this thing to lay. Since I did the bowl, I want it to stay for a couple days. And I'm just going back in and just adding a little bit more. And also adding the freeze spray will help you get rid of those little white crispy edges around. Y'all, I was supposed to do a transition, please. But that's how the wig came out afterwards. I had styled it different ways. I'm gonna show you guys at the end. But you see that? What lace? Because I don't know her. But yeah, I forgot I was supposed to do the transition. And why did I still do the transition wrong, y'all? Like, I still did it wrong. But anyways, I had flat ironed it, but I had to still fix it. I was trying to show you guys like up close basically of the wig. In the back, yeah, I was flat ironing it, but it kept going and flipping back. Like, you see that quality of that hair? Look at the color in it when I shook it. But yeah. And here's just me wearing the wig, just showing you guys how it looked like afterwards. Curled it and everything. That's really the style I wanted to wear with it. So yeah, there's it curled. It held with the bowl hold for like 3 days, but that's because I really didn't want it on there anyway. So yeah, bye. Like, comment, and subscribe. See ya.